So if you follow me on Instagram or know me in real life, you'll know one thing I really love is book and bookstores. It's all over my Instagram. By the way, you should follow me on Instagram. If you don't, it's at the rate by Imran Alam. I'm everywhere. I'm by Imran Alam almost everywhere except Twitter. We don't talk about my Twitter. So I have done a lot of things in this channel. I have gone to events. I have explored abandoned places. I have done study vlogs. I have done almost everything. So I thought, why not add this to the arsenal? I have usually been sticking to sports vlogs, but sports vlogs have been something like I usually don't go to events that much, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. I haven't uploaded anything in a very long while because of it. So I wanted to put one of my favorite things on my YouTube channel and find a way to make a video about it. So today I got the chance to do that. I recently visited a book fest which gave you the option to buy a bunch of books which you could fit inside a box for 1500, and you could pick as many books as you want as long as it fit inside the box. And I did that. I went there and I got my package today. So let me take you through the process of picking my books, and at the end we'll unbox all our books together. So I had three goals in mind when I was looking for my books. One of the goals was to buy books about some things I really like. It could be movies, it could be sports. This channel is mostly sports related, so I wanted to buy something that was sports related. It could be an autobiography or books about rules of sports or maybe about clubs itself. The second rule was, and I am not buying these books for reselling, not at least for the immediate future. These are personal consumption only. But my goal throughout this was to buy books which were valued way more than 1500, like combination of them, so that I could make a profit theoretically. I didn't want to pay like 1500 and that and then buy end up buying books worth maybe like 1200 or something. So I wanted to make a theoretical profit on these books. And the third goal, which is way beyond the video itself, is I want to finish these books this year. I want to end up reading these books, and I might drop a blog about these books which I have just read. I might give a review on the books I liked, the books I did not like, and so on and so forth. That's something you'll have to stay tuned for. It's not something I did in this video, so keep up for that at the end of the year. And let me take you throughout the whole process of buying books, and let's get through with it. So I'm like finally here. The weather is absolutely garbage. I don't know why I picked this time to come here, but I am here for the books, and I hopefully get some good ones. I'm not even sure where seminar hall is, where that's where this thing is going taking place, but I hope I get there. So I'll see you there. That is the place we're looking for. I think so. I really think so. Hey, there's a circus going on वहाँ पे. That's the seminar hall. That's the one. This is the auditorium. There's a circus going on. I haven't been to a circus since I was a kid, so I might check that out, what that is, and see what's up. But right now we're here for the books. Initially, when I was going through the whole thing, my dad had told me to go through the books first, and I'm kind of glad I did not take the advice because there were a lot of hidden gems inside. But initially, as I was going through all those things, all the books that were around, I couldn't really find anything which was catching my eye. It took me almost 20 minutes to put the first book inside the box, but it was mostly things which were very kids related, very kid friendly stuff. A lot of Diary of Wimpy Kid, which I used to love reading, a lot of Enid Blyton, a lot of kid stuff. 15-year-old me would have loved it, loved being there, but I'm a grown up. I want to buy books which grown ups read. I don't think I am at the age where I can read Wimpy Kid anymore, or at least find it interesting. Fun fact, I've read every single Wimpy Kid up until Double Down. That's when I completely lost interest in the series, but that's for another day. As I was going through, I found a lot of books which I kind of wanted to buy, but I kind of didn't want to buy as well. Alex Ferguson autobiography. I'm a City fan. Even though I have like a lot of respect for him, as a manager, I don't think I can buy it because I'm a City fan, as you all know. I might think about it if like I don't get good books. I might think about it. I don't know how to feel about this book right here. It's just up in the open, not in one box. Shit, that's great Gatsby. I might get this one. The copy looks great. I might get this one. I've always had a lot of curiosity towards that book, The Satanic Verses, even though I would never buy it personally. I think if I ever bought it, my dad would kick me out of the house. In spite of that, even just for personal reasons, I would never buy that book. And just going through all this stuff, there were a lot of mostly kids stuff. I think it took me a little while to go through all these books, and I finally got to the ones I really liked. It almost took me an hour to get through every aisles, and finally I found the ones I really liked, so I got those. So the box is secured. I think I got good amount of books. It's very heavy, by the way, the box is. I am just waiting for my Uber, and let's check. I'll show the books to you just in a few minutes. This is a test run. I hope this looks good. Does it look good? So I'm trying a new camera angle, and I really hope it's capturing everything because this is my rear camera, and I have no idea what's going on right now, and because I can't see what's going on. But I hope this works out, because if this does not, the whole video is a fail. Let me check, by the way. The angle's fine. Oh, where did I keep my scissors? Yeah, let's go. While buying these books, I was like, can I fit all of these in this one box? And I was trying a lot of gymnastics while I was like, getting these books. I was trying like every single angle and every single placement I could do. Eventually, there was a little bit of problem with my box, but I went out at the cash counter and they didn't even give a damn. They just put a tape on it. And I was like, I wasted so much time. Just much ado about nothing, basically. That book was also there. I didn't get it because I know the story of it, but I don't want to read Shakespeare. So where do I begin? Where do I begin? So I want to start off with this book by M.R. James. It's called It's a collected ghost stories book. It has a bunch of ghost stories in it. The reason why I bought it was because I am not a big paranormal kind of a guy. I'm not a big ghost stories kind of a guy, but I want to get good at the process of saying good ghost stories. And in order to be good at something, you need to read about it. And this was the only reason why I bought this. And I also like ghost stories, not necessarily my favorite genre, but I really like ghost stories myself. So this is the reason why I got this book. This is the first book. I think I've I think I've shifted the camera a bunch of times just to get out. I have no idea what the footage is looking like, so I'm just gonna run with this. I hope it's great because all the footage I've seen so far, they have all been great. So let me just continue with this. So while I was there, a lot of people were just going through the kids aisle. I think I found a guy who was reselling. He bought a bunch of books in order to resell, which is, hey, good for him. I don't give a damn about what you do with these. I found a bunch of teachers, a bunch of parents who came with their kids, and they were just telling them that this book's great, this book's not great, all that stuff. And I bought two books just because of those reasons. Like, I bought two books because I was kind of feeling very nostalgic. Now, this is The Sea of Adventures. It's by Enid Blyton. I've never read Enid Blyton as a kid. I might have, I don't remember. But this was a book which I just simply bought because, one, I love the cover. Like, it's a very beautiful cover. And I thought it was cool. I That's the sole reason why I bought it, and a lot of good reviews about this book. As I was searching, I had got a bunch of good reviews about this book. I don't know what I'm saying. This is what happens when you don't go on with a script. Because I always keep a notes, like a notes thing of what I'm gonna say, and whenever I don't go according to my notes, it always makes it confusing. But anyways, I bought this book slowly because I loved the cover, and I kind of wanted to feel a little nostalgic in that sense. Speaking of nostalgia, this is Goosebumps Horrorland, and the story behind this is I have a lot of books from this series in particular. I loved reading Goosebumps growing up, going up. Anyways, I loved reading Goosebumps, and I remember collecting one series, and that is this one, the Horrorland. I have one, two, three. I think I have a bunch of those. I don't think I have the whole series. This is one of the books I don't have, and this is one of the books I haven't read, and it's very early on in the series. This is book number five. I haven't read this book, but I know about the character, and I want to go through that nostalgia trip again. I have a bunch of Goosebumps. I think I might show you those. Just give me a second. So yeah, I have one, two, three, and 11. This was my first book which I had bought from this series, and I for some reason never continued on with the collection because it was getting very expensive and I didn't get much pocket money growing up. But this is another one added to the collection. I'm definitely going to read this book and just go through that whole trip, nostalgia trip in some sense. I want to rapid fire the rest of the few books. Um, this is The Boy in the Stripped Pajamas. I think this book is about Holocaust and the whole World War II period of time. I have another book. It's called The Book Thief, which is about something related to. It had a similar timeline. The reason why I wanted to buy this book is because I've heard a lot about the story of this. It's a movie, and I've never seen the movie, but I want to read the book first and maybe then think about watching the movie. This was the first book I had like put inside my box simply because I thought the story was gonna be great and it's something I want to read about right now. There's a lot of things that are going on in this world which obviously I can't mention, but there are a lot of things very similar to that period of time, and I always love reading about that period of time, both the sufferings and maybe the achievements that we've achieved as humans of that period of time. I really love reading World War stories, and this is one of the reasons why I bought this book. So yeah, The Boy in Straight Pajamas. Which one do I go with next? Okay, I want to get these both out of the way first. This is The Hunger Games. This one's, I think this one's Mockingjay. This is book number three. This is Catching Fire, book number two. I didn't get book number one. I would have gotten book number one. The reason why I got these two books was because I've seen the movie. I've heard a lot about people talking a lot about how great Hunger Games is, and I've heard like a lot about it. I wanted to give a series a shot. There were three series in mind which I had while I was, like three series which I have seen or heard of. One of them was Game of Thrones, which was also in that in that fest thing. There was Hunger Games, and then there was a Divergent. I have watched Divergent. I have watched Hunger Games. I haven't watched the whole of Game of Thrones. I've watched like maybe first two seasons. This the reason why I simply bought this was because I wanted to get into the Hunger Games, and even though this is book number two and three, I'll manage a way to find I'll manage to buy the first one, and when I get it, I'll try to build a whole collection of the Hunger Games. I want to get to reading these ASAP. So that's that. Uh, Speaking of movies, another one is this, The Fault in Our Stars. I have seen this movie and I wanted this book for a very long time. I don't know why exactly I never bought it, but I got a very good copy of this. Like the copy is absolutely pristine. I love the cover. It's very minimalistic, very cute, and it was a great movie. Like I really enjoyed watching the movie. The story is so incredible. I want to read about it. Like I want to read the whole thing as well, and that's the whole reason why I bought this. Another John Green book which I bought while I was out there was this one, Looking for Alaska. These two John Green books, Again, I want to read these. I want to rewatch The Fault in Our Stars as well. I think I might read it first and then rewatch it, and also this book, Looking for Alaska. These are the two books out of the way. Um, Speaking of movie series which I want to read or watch, this is one of my favorite movies, and that's the only reason why I bought this. This is the Divergent series. I watched Divergent last year and I thought the story was absolutely insane. I had seen a collection of these books somewhere and I was like, you know what, I want to buy these books someday. And soon enough, I saw the movies were there on Amazon Prime. I watched those like all in succession of each other. I think I watched two movies in one day and I almost watched the whole thing in 2 days, which very rarely happens to me. I don't watch movies that very often, and I really loved the story, and that's the only reason why I bought this, like as a souvenir thing. Even though I will read this, I wanted to read the whole, the whole factions and the whole story of Divergent. Maybe I'll get a few other like parts of these, like Allegiant. I think Convergent's one of those. I'm not sure. I'll have to get to that, but this is the first book in the series, and the cover looks absolutely amazing. By the way, that's a very beautiful cover. So yeah, Divergent. That's, I don't know how many books I've got so far. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm already at a profit. I think I'm already at a profit. Eight, nine. I have 9 books so far, and I have a few more left in the. So this is a book you probably saw me picking up in that video. This is The Great Gatsby. It's a movie by Leonardo with starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh wait, it's written here, huh? Toby Maguire's in that movie. Carey Mulligan. It's a movie I've watched a very long time back. Uh, I've always wanted to read F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Actually, the book I was looking for in this fest was The Beautiful and Damned. I didn't find it, but I did find this, and I have been like delaying reading this book for a little while. I was planning to buy it a few months ago, never had the chance to, but no excuses now, I guess. So yeah, that's The Great Gatsby. I want to get The Beautiful and the Damned as well this year, hopefully. This is a book, I think I randomly picked this book up and I thought the story was really interesting. This book is Buffering Love by Isaac John, stories from the App Store. I think most of the stories here deals with something related to applications, mobile applications, and most of them have like something or the other related to online something. I think that's the reason why I bought this, because I thought it was really cool, the concept of it. The cover is kind of cute as well. I really like covers like this, which is very minimalistic stuff. I don't like when there are faces on covers and stuff like that, but yeah, this is a book which I just randomly picked. I don't think I was thinking much when I picked this book, but I want to read this as well. Let me go through this a little bit now. There are some of the questions that with the 15 short stories and I explore my landscape whether it's in comedy or setting. This book's set in India. Whoa, I didn't think that would be the case, because I heard of like Isaac John and I thought it was like a foreign name. Maybe it's Indian. I'm not sure, but set in urban India and replete with surprising turns, Buffering Love will delight and devastate its readers in equal measure. I hope it does. I really hope it does. I think this will be a fun read. This might be an underrated pickup from me. Finally, I said I wanted to get something sports related, and as you can see, I was almost about to pick Alex Ferguson's autobiography. The reason why I did not pick it was because I'm a Manchester City fan, and the guy is like a real big Manchester City hater. I have an immense amount of respect for him as a manager and obviously as a football fan. What he has done for the sports, absolutely incredible. I'm not very keen on reading what he's up to, but there's another guy who is considered rivals of ours, but I kind of like the guy a lot. It's Andy Robertson. His autobiography, it's about him, his success with Liverpool, I'm very sure. I like Liverpool more than I like Manchester United. Even, of course, like we hate Manchester United, but I always wanted to get a sports autobiography, and it's a football autobiography, so this is going to be a fun read. Also, because like I have been a crazy big football fan for the last few years, so might just get a chance to go through this book, and let me go through it a little bit. I think he'll talk a little about his journey from Hull City and all that. Oh, it's completely about his Liverpool time. The fan said, "Now you're gonna believe us." The hair on so stop. This is an this is the inside story of an unrivaled period in the illustration history of seen through Melwood. It's mostly about Liverpool, but I think I'll enjoy reading this still. I think they beat us one time in the Premier League. Like they have one Premier League title amidst our domination, but then again we have so many, so I'm not complaining. But hey, I've always had a lot of love for Liverpool, so that's completely fine. Now the last book in this collection, literally the last book, is Solo. It's about Han Solo. It's a Star Wars book, and the only reason why I bought this is because this is a Star Wars book, and I'm a huge Star Wars guy. I have no idea what to expect from this book. I think it's a complete different story, something new about it, something which is different. But that's the only reason why I bought this book, trust me. So let me get all these books right now. These are the amount of books I got. I got a lot of books. I think I'll do a valuation on these just now. I think I almost got. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot of books. I think I got. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 books, which is definitely a bang for a buck. I'll put valuations of all the books together on the screen right now so you can check. I have definitely made a profit, I'm very sure, even though I don't really give a shit about that. I only want to read these books. But it was a fun experience. I think my favorite purchase would be this book, The Fault in Our Stars, even though that's very cliche. A very underrated pickup would be this, Buffering Love. And the one which I'm really excited to read out of all of this is definitely this one, Robo. Now you're gonna believe us. This autobiography thing. So that was that. It was fun doing this. So I don't have much to say for the outro aside from the fact that I haven't been uploading very regularly, mostly because I've been very busy with college, mostly those stuff. A lot of things has been going on, and I haven't had the chance to go to any games or such or anything worth vlogging as of that. But I hope I get a lot more opportunities to vlog like this. If you like book content, I might do another book haul, another something like going on a book shopping thing with a budget, with a certain amount of budget, and read those books as well. I think I'm done for the year. I want to finish these books first and hopefully get a good blog out of it as well. um, I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy it as well. I hope this video turns out very good, because whenever I edit something, I literally find out that the video is not as great as I intended to be. I hope this one's great, and I hope to catch up with you next time. Maybe for a game, maybe for something different, but I hope I upload pretty soon from this. So, thanks a lot for watching. Peace.